This is the preparatory video for CTET and TET. The child development and pedagogy, that is, the topic is from CDP. So, the concept of development. There is a huge difference between the topics growth and development. Growth is a quantitative process, it can be measured as a physical aspect. Say, for example, height, weight, all these are physical aspect and these can be measured with a unit. Hence, it is known as a quantitative aspect. Whereas development is something which is qualitative process. It cannot be measured in terms. It's not a measurable one, so it's different one. So it is observable. So learning is the process through which the desirable behavioral changes are possible. Learning is not only a process which helps in desirable change, it is also a lifelong process. It starts from the womb and ends in the tomb. So it's a lifelong continuous process. Development is a progress of changes that occur orderly and its predictable pattern as a result of maturation. Also, this development process is different in different individual. Now we'll see about that differences and all. So the human development versus child development, there is a bit difference in both. So human development, that is above 18 years to death, whereas the child development is something which is starts from conception to 18 years, so till adolescent period. So above 18 there is young adult to adult, then senescent stage, and after that death happens. So child development is a field of study which is focused or devoted to the understanding of all aspects of human growth from the conception through the adolescent. So till adolescent stage, what are kind of the changes are being taken place in the living, that is human. So for that, various kind of physiologists have been psychologists have been developed various theories, out of which Jean Piaget theory recommends four stages of development: pre-operational, formal operational, concrete operational, and another developmental stage. So these are the four stages. Kohlberg's model divides the moral development into pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional stages. So each psychologist will divide the categories into different. So cognitive, affective, and the psychomotor are the three major developmental process which are going to occur in the life stages. The dependency to autonomy that happens in the adolescent stage. So it is a progress from the dependency from parents to autonomy, that is independence. So it is a progress, the development is a progressive, orderly, and predictable changes. And also the lifespan is from womb to tomb. It is a multi-directional process. It doesn't happen in a single way, and it is highly progressive in nature. So it helps us to build the social, emotional, and psychological development, also cognitive, influenced by the historical conditions. So if we take growth, which is a measurable aspect, the growth, the important point to note in growth is that there are two skills which we develop, that is fine motor and gross motor skills. So the fine motor skills are where we use fingertips, just like for painting and all, whereas the gross motor skills where we use the entire body system for dancing or some kind of sports activity. So it is like bodily kinesthetic energy. The principles of development are that it is continuous, lifelong process. There is different rate of growth. That is, the speed is different among the individuals. So in a class of inclusive education or in any classroom, the students each will have individual differences. So we should respect that individual differences. But the pattern is uniform. That is, the each stage or the each step will show the similar pattern of changes, and it is starts from general to specific. It's predictable, orderly, and multidimensional. So it is qualitative in nature, it is not measurable one, and it depends upon the environment and heredity factors of the family influences. So the principles of development continues here, that it is proximodistal and cephalocaudal, that is, it starts from the head to toe, that is known as cephalocaudal. Proximal distance is the from it's spreading from center part to the other parts. So then it's a product of environment and productivity. So it involves these two skills, which are fine motor and gross motor. Fine motor, where we use the fingertips only, say for example painting skills, like that general basic skills and all will come under fine motor, whereas gross motor is the involvement of the entire body, mind and spirit, coordination of entire things. So the heredity and environment are two important factors of the growth and development. So these factors determine the individuality of a person's genetic, so it is influenced by the genetic makeup. Heredity is something which is influenced, it is the DNA or the chromosome which is received from the parents, and the mixture of their attributes will be there for an individual. And the environment is something which is received after birth, so the surroundings are responsibility. The third factor is the socialization process, where how the individual or the how the student is able to maintain a good relationship with the peers or with the teachers, and the how they are able to collaborate in the future generation. So all these are so third part. The another part is the another important theory is